Welcome to my Idaho cabin, where the elk and deer run free. Welcome to my Idaho cabin, hope you spend a little time with me.
Hi everybody, this is Rick. Welcome to my Idaho cabin. In honor of fall and the coming winter, Smokey and I are going to make a bacon, corn, and potato chowder for you today. Because of the number of people that we're having for dinner today, or tonight, I'm going to double this recipe. So, I'm going to take 12 strips of bacon and dice them. I told you Smokey was going to help me. That was him just saying right. Bacon is always good, huh, Smoke? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 7, 12. Okay, that's about right. So let's get this diced up. Putting this in the freezer ahead of time would have made things a little easier, I think, but didn't do it. So we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. I just made a salad to go with dinner, and Smokey got his celery tops, so he's happy. He was sitting over there on his perch and just chomping away. You don't have to get these real small, because they're going to shrink up when they cook. Okay, there's the bacon. Now I'll go put them in the Dutch oven. Okay, I'm using a large Dutch oven for this recipe, just because of the quantity of the chowder that we're going to be making. So in goes the bacon. And this is over medium heat, so we'll kind of do it slow and easy. I don't want to really get them real crisp, but I do want to render the fat. That's the important thing. What we want to do is render all this out. So we'll let this cook for a while, and when I get it all, when all the fat is rendered out, we'll come back. I forgot to mention that I put 2 tablespoons of butter into the bacon, into the Dutch oven. Now, these are leeks. They're kind of I believe they're a member of the onion family, and we're going to use the white part only. So that's about here. And they are tough. This is a sharp knife too. There we go. Okay. Now they have to be washed because they kind of like grow in sand and stuff. So we'll wash these and then dice them up. Now I cut these leeks in half so that they'll be steady when I slice them. Anything you can do like that, like an onion or anything like that, if you can cut it in half first before you slice it, it's a lot safer. So we're going to just slice it in half like this into thin slices and put those in a bowl along with some other stuff, which I'll show you in a minute. And as soon as the bacon is rendered, then these will go in to saute and soften. So I'll bring you back when I get all this done. Okay, the bacon is just about ready to go. And here are the diced bell pepper, celery, leeks, and carrots. So now these go in with the bacon. And we'll saute them for about 5 minutes. This is a really healthy meal too. I mean, you got all these veggies and stuff like that. And bacon. Bacon is good. I'm not so sure it's healthy, but I can let that slide. Anyway, we're going to saute this for about 5 minutes. Okay, looks like the veggies are nice and soft now. So we're going to add milk. And I've doubled this recipe, so that's 3 cups of milk. But don't worry, the recipe is down below like it always is. And here's some heavy whipping cream. And this is 4 cups of heavy whipping cream, so there's the other 2. And then we're going to put in 2 bay leaves, rather large. And you know why I'm going to put in large bay leaves, don't you? That's so I can find them when I pull them out. Okay, now I'm going to increase the heat a little bit, bring this to a boil, then reduce the heat and cover it and let it simmer for about 20 minutes or so. So, get over there. We'll kick the heat up just a little bit and watch it until it comes to just to a boil. So when that happens, I'll be back with you. Well, the soup is getting pretty hot. I have a reluctance to boil anything with dairy products in it. I just don't. It's as you can see from the steam, it's pretty hot. And so I'm going to call that good and lower the temperature down to a simmer, and I'm going to cover it and set the timer for about 20 to 25 minutes, somewhere in there. Now this recipe calls for using Yukon Gold potatoes, but I'm using a combination of Yukon Gold and red potatoes. And they're supposed to be diced, so I will show you my way of dicing potatoes. First of all, I'm going to just take the reds and I'm going to leave the skins on, and I'm going to slice them in about 3/8 of an inch rounds. Okay. Then I'm going to take my handy dandy chop wizard with the large grate in there, and you put the potato on there and you go boom, and now you go another one, boom. Now tell me if those aren't perfectly diced potatoes. Smokey says they are. Okay, I'm going to finish up with all the potatoes, and then in about 15 more minutes we'll be ready to put them in the soup. Well, we've had the chowder simmering for about 25 minutes now, so it's time to add the potatoes. A nice pinch of salt, a couple pinches, and some thyme. Okay, now normally I would increase the heat a little bit to bring it back up to temperature, but I still have an hour before dinner, so I'm just going to let it stay on a simmer, and probably another 10-15 minutes, and then we'll be able to add the final ingredients and get this baby to bed. Okay, the potatoes have been cooking for about 20 minutes, so now we're going to pull these bay leaves out and discard them. And we are going to add the drained corn kernels. Okay, and then we're going to add some black pepper to it. This pepper always tastes good in these soups. Okay, now we're going to raise the heat back up. Mix this in. Going to raise this, and we're basically done. Just got to bring the corn up to temperature, and then we'll be ready to serve. So when we get there, I'll bring you back. Okay, the chowder is just about ready to go. I'm going to do some final seasoning, and then we'll let those flavors marry, and we'll be ready to serve. So I'm going to add a little what's called Slap Ya Mama. It's a Cajun seasoning, kind of like Tony's, but a little bit different. So anyway, I'm going to add about a good teaspoon at least in there, and some red chili flakes. Those are always good. And then I'm going to taste it for salt and do my final adjustment on seasoning, and then let it just coast downhill the final run of the roller coaster, and we'll see what it tastes like. Okay. Needs some more salt. And I think it needs some more Slap Ya Mama too. There we go. We'll get that all smushed around. By the way, smushed is a real culinary term. And that's what I'm doing right now. Some people might call it mixing, but I'm smushing it. Anyway, let's see how that tastes. Get my fresh spoon. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that did it. Just right. Got a nice little bite to it, and it's just right. So we'll put the cover on this and wait until 6, and then we'll go serve it. Dinner is ready, so I will serve. And there's the chowder. Bacon, corn, and potato chowder, and salad. So that's for dinner, kids. If you're not here, if you snooze, you lose. But we're ready to go. Thank you for watching this episode of My Idaho Cabin. I'm sure if you try it, you'll really like this bacon, corn, and potato chowder. Everybody here at dinner last night sure did. So give it a try. It's one of those simple but just absolutely delicious dinners. And with winter coming on, this is the kind of meal that you're going to want to look for. So we served it with a green salad, and that was all we needed. It was fantastic. So the recipe is right down there. and the like and the dislike, well, forget the dislike, likes over there, as well as the subscribe button and the bell if you want to get notified of all the any new videos that are coming out. So anyway, went hunting today. It's muzzleloader cow, elk, and doe deer season, and it is till the end of the month, so I'm trying to fit these videos in between sessions of going out and looking for critters. Haven't found any yet, but still looking for them. So again, thanks for watching this episode of My Idaho Cabin, and this is Rick. I'll see you next time.
Welcome to my Idaho cabin, where the elk and deer run free. Welcome to my Idaho cabin. Thanks for spending time with